Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning to you.
Here we are in Sefton.
We are so fortunate because we've got another lovely day.
This is true?
This is how summer should be.
Absolutely.
And we're parking in Sefton, here in this little estate, and then we're going to pick up this route here.
Yes.
And proceed in this direction. No, we're not. We'll go the other way. We'll go north in this direction and along the Dales Highway.
Yes.
That's right. Until eventually we come to here. And the purpose of that is to visit this waterfall.
Yes.
Scalberforce. And as you can see, there are no paths either side, so we've got to go down this road,
right,
visit the waterfall, and then return, and eventually back to the car. So
right.
It's nearly 6 miles, 5.6, and quite a bit of climbing.
Yes.
But a lovely area, a lovely day.
Right, super. We'll all look forward to that.
Thank you.
As we proceed from this residence close, it has been rather challenging because some of the residents are not too happy about us parking here, which apparently is a perennial problem when we've come on walks to Sefton. With great respect to the residents, we do try and park as responsibly as possible and take note of what they say, but we have to park somewhere. There is apparently some kind of festival on regarding flower pot men. It appears to be akin to the Scarecrow Festival at nearby Raywith Botton. We're not quite sure what it is at the moment. Maybe we'll find out during the course of the walk. There we go. Now, I'm only filming this because it looks very quaint. Start again. Constitution Hill. I'm not quite sure why it's called Constitution Hill. Is it because you need a good constitution to walk up it? Probably not. Very strange thing here. Castleburg Plantation, the Tot Lord Trail, probably named after a local chap with a very strange name. I'm just filming this sign because we go on a lot about signs and we find a lot of the finger posts are broken off by landowners. This is obviously a very well maintained new one, maybe because it's directing you to the Pennine Bridleway, so therefore it's well maintained. We're expecting a lot of ascent and descent on our walk today, and as you can just see there, our members are climbing up the first of the hills to the rear of the town on the eastern side. This is a general view looking down the hill where we've come, just over looking west. Here we are, another rather more decrepit finger post, but still in good order. You've got the choice of the Pennine Bridleway either way, or up this footpath towards Malham, giving us 5 miles distance. We're further up the hill now. It's worth another video view of the town of Sefton. Somewhere down there is a Sefton and Carlisle railway line, but you can't really see it amongst the clutch of buildings. Having said that, on the zoom lens I can just show you the bridge over the River Ribble. Slightly to the side of it, down there somewhere, is the church where they buried some of the navvies who worked on the Sefton and Carlisle line. Yes, there's a train proceeding up the said Sefton and Carlisle line. The hill there is Paddy Gent, holding the camera very, very steady on the
Okay.
I don't think they'll see much from down there.
On the other side of the football field, there's a path.
just move across to
you can see the
Bernard
stile at the corner there as the road comes in. I think it's painted red.
Speaking to his assembled flock about the locality.
The pavilion.
Well, the sheep and the sign tell us this is lambing country, but it's very much also limestone country. Just do a turn around of the camera and you'll see limestone escarpment there. Some of our members have just gone through this gate. The majority of them are coming up the hill. I don't know whether we remarked earlier that on this walk there is quite a lot of ascent and descent, and this is slowing us down somewhat, not surprisingly. Just another comment on the limestone country we're walking through. We can do a panoramic view looking back to limestone hills behind us, sort of going all the way northwest. Here's the rest of our party coming through the gate now. This is the first rest break of the day. Panning around here too. Lots and lots of limestone. In the limestone there's a cave which that bunch of sheep appear to have taken over there. Well, as aforementioned, we're clearly in limestone country. Stone walled sheep. And here's the group just picking up after its first break before we stride forth once again. Here we are climbing one of the, not so much a stile, but steps over the dry stone wall. As we've perhaps said before, we do worry much about the condition of stiles, as many of them aren't very well maintained these days, and some of them downright dangerous. And the more walkers in your group you have, the more the danger is, because of you've got more people going over the stile. This one doesn't look too bad, as you can probably see. Now again, as I've said, limestone country, nothing gives you a better idea of this vista here, of all the dry stone walls leading everywhere you can think of. Oh, here we are. Some of the local residents. Cows. Now, all the cow and aficionados amongst our number say that they're belted Galloways. Now we're just pausing here to let the others in our number catch up. Perhaps see the footpath sign pointing where we've come from, settle. Now we're looking at a strange white sign that's been put up for some reason, we're not quite sure why.
But as you can see, sitting on the sides for lunch is not really exciting, so I'm minded to stop on this spell here for lunch.
Now this is a very important discussion about where we're going to stop for lunch.
Yeah, but not for 12 o'clock.
Yet another view of the limestone, and walking along the road, apparently there's a waterfall down here we're going to see. Now to get to this waterfall that we're supposed to be going to look at, we have to walk up this longish metalled road. Bit different to the places we've just been walking. Right, we're ascending the stile here, the place called Skelber. We're sort of debating on how you would actually pronounce the name. I'll show you the name on the sign in a second. I'll see the sign. Make your mind up how you pronounce it. Is it Viking or what? Skelber. Answers on a postcard too, not me. Having dealt with the pronunciation, we're now going down to these, there's apparently falls here that none of our group have ever been to. So we'll see what we find. So you get a view of the waterfall. And down there's a considerable gorge. You can see the falls, but I think the problem is at this time of year there's hardly any water in it, so it isn't really that spectacular. But nevertheless, we've been to see it, and there's the last trickle coming out. Unfortunately, there's quite a climb out of the gorge. As I said, unfortunately, quite a climb out the gorge. Now, whether it was worth it or not is up to the individual, but we've been here, seen it, got the t-shirt. No, it wasn't. It was a red.
Ah, right.
So back down the road we go, the way we came. North towards Sefton at the moment. And as we're proceeding, there's a rather nice sign, all in good order. Lovely. No rot here. Pennine Bridle Way, telling you the difference. We're going in the direction of Lambert Lane. Good old Lambert Lane. Nice chap. Turning off this rather scruffy finger post that we hardly notice because it's so dark and rotten it fits into the limestone. But this is the way we're going. I just scared these poor sheep who were having a 40 winks in the old cool of the wall. Now we're just descending back to settle on a footpath that's known as the Dales Highway, which we're reliably informed runs from Ilkley to Appleby in Westmoreland. Descending now to settle down this fairly organised path. There's the ever-growing town of Settle. Probably set to grow more in the not too distant future. Well, we're now sort of going back to civilization where we see real people as we walk back into the town of Settle. Just to show you how near the agriculture to the town is, you can see here just by this road just out of the town the sheep crush for the various things that they do to sheep, shearing and vaccination, etc. Just like a mile out of the town basically. As we come round this corner here of the road going to Malham, etc., you might see up on this shop here, or presumably it's formerly a shop, a hoist that was probably for hoisting goods up to the loft storage area. Just to show what lovely properties there are here, probably once commercial and agricultural. This one here on the corner, a split plot, not surprisingly called Junction Lodge. This rather magnificent building here is known as the Folly, and now currently a museum, but having been all sorts of buildings in its life. A shot of the door detail there, superb stone carving. Now here are the final pictures. This is the most glorious view as we're in a pub. Ice cream and beer, what could be better? There we go, there's my pint. Right, that's it everybody. Goodbye for another week, and next week you may well have the sonorous tones of Andrew back to describe our outings. Au revoir.